everyone, Bailey here with Studio Designer. And in our last tip, we talked about using Studio Designer for budgeting instead of spreadsheets. Today, we're taking the next step. Once your client has approved the budget and you've started sourcing, how do you turn those budget placeholders into real, ready-to-propose items? In this video, I'll show you how to update your items with actual selections so your budgets, your items, and your proposals all stay in sync. No rebuilding anything from scratch. Here's why this step is so powerful. You reuse the budget items you already created. You swap in real projects and real pricing as you source. Studio Designer updates your selling price automatically so you're not doing the manual math. You're always working from one source of truth instead of juggling a budget spreadsheet, plus separate item lists. It's faster, cleaner, and helps you see exactly how your real selections line up with the approved budget. Let's open one of our budget items. For this example, we're going to upload an image of the bench we want to add. We can change the client or project from our budget template to our real project. For example, change this to something from Surfside budget only to 6 Surfside. Now, let's update the vendor from TBD to the actual vendor. Let's refine the description and any other fields that we need. We can do this in the sales code, the room, or the item numbers and components. Next, let's scroll down to the purchase cost section. Here you can enter your actual numbers, enter the quantity, the unit cost, and any other costs such as freight, for this example. We can adjust the low budget field unit cost, as well as the markup and another cost here. Studio Designer will calculate the total here for you, and the selling price column updates automatically based on what you entered in your purchase cost. No formulas, no second system, just accurate numbers tied directly to the item. Now let's click Save and Close. And then we would repeat these steps for the rest of our sourced items. Piece by piece, you're replacing your budget placeholders with real source selections without having to recreate the project. Now let's get ready to propose. Once everything's updated, let's do a quick internal view of our items. Now, when you're ready, you can create a proposal directly from these updated items. Let's head to the items list. We'll select the items that we had chosen and create a proposal. You can also review them again in your report against the original budget when you're seeing over and under. We'll walk through that budget versus actual comparison in our next video. And that's it! You've taken an approved budget, updated a placeholder with real selections, and let Studio Designer do the math for you so your items, pricings, and proposals all stay aligned. Thanks so much for joining me, and until next time, happy designing!